Hello, I'm Chef John Hall with Metro Technology Centers. Today with my assistant, Chef Kathleen LaShaw, we're going to be using some leftover turkey to make some enchiladas. There's a lot of things you can do with some leftover holiday treats, but turkey is going to be a great one. Some turkey enchiladas are going to be a nice way. We're going to we've shredded the turkey up. We're going to saute a little bit of onions and tomatoes with a little jalapeno. Roll it up in our flour tortilla shells, and then we're going to make a really nice cilantro lime cream sauce to go over the top of for serving. You can serve a little rice and beans with this if you'd like, which would be a great way to enjoy this dish. You know, there's a lot of different things that you can do with your turkey that's left over. One of my personal favorites is just the simple turkey sandwich. A little bit of mayonnaise on a nice crusty bread with a little salt and pepper, and a cup of one of my favorite soups, a little homemade tomato bisque. Is always a wonderful way to stay warm this holiday season. Right now we're going to julienne some onions up with this, for this. And about one large onion should be enough, depending upon the number of enchiladas that you're going to be making. We're going to make about 8 to 10 enchiladas today. We've got a skillet right here, and I've got a little bit of clarified butter. About 2 tablespoons. We're going to go ahead and heat this up and get ready to saute our onions and our tomatoes here. These are some nice Roma tomatoes. Out of the fresh tomato category, I do prefer Roma tomatoes. I think they're a little more flavorful, a little more meaty. If you can't find nice flavorful tomatoes, you can use a good quality canned tomato for this. And again, I'm just going to slice these tomatoes up. Just take this end off here. And all this is going to get sauteed together, and then you're going to roll it up. When we get to our jalapenos, you can use any kind of pepper that you like. If you don't want to use jalapenos, if you don't want it too spicy, then that is fine. If you want to use a serrano pepper, chipotle peppers are also wonderful. The canned chipotles in the adobe sauce gives it a nice smoky flavor. And if you're really feeling it, you can take a habanero pepper and throw it in there, but just warn you to make sure you wash your hands after you handle the habanero. It's an extremely hot pepper. Our pan should be getting hot by now, so we're going to start off by putting our onions in. Going to separate these onions up nicely. Turn our heat down just a little bit. Now there's a couple ways we can do these jalapenos. I'm going to go ahead and de-seed the jalapenos, and when you do that, you take the seeds out, that takes a lot of the heat out of the jalapeno. If you wanted it to be spicier and you were going to use a jalapeno, just leave the seeds in. But most of the heat comes from the seeds and from this little white membrane here. This is a pretty quick dish. It only takes about 15 minutes. Once you've taken all the meat off of your turkey after either Thanksgiving or Christmas, or if you're like me, I always like to go buy a couple turkeys after the holidays when they're on sale and save them up and cook them at other times of the year, because it's such a wonderful way to enjoy that nice big bird. And you can usually get them on sale pretty inexpensively by that time. Just going to take this right out of there. Careful to get these seeds up. A lot of times when you're cutting up a vegetable that has these little seeds, your knife might run on you, and it's a great way to get cut. So we're just going to cut these into some nice little julienne strips. Just trying to make sure you're keeping your guiding hand in place so that you're not going to cut yourself. And just a little bit of kosher salt and pepper. As Kathy is de-stemming the cilantro over here, I'm going to take just a little bit of the cilantro from her and chop up some of that and also put that into our mixture. Since our turkey is already cooked, all we're going to be doing really is cooking our vegetables and heating our turkey up. So when we roll the enchiladas, they'll be done by about the same time as the cheese melts on top of it. As this sautés, then we're going to start on our cream sauce that's going to go on top of this. Take a nice little saucepan. We're going to start it warming up a little bit. And I've got a bit of heavy cream. If you can find it, 40% heavy cream is the best. It thickens up the best out of all the creams that you can get. And if you can get anything higher than 40%, that's always great. We're going to get that heating. And to go with this, we're going to put a little bit of kosher salt and a little bit of pepper. We're going to take our limes, a little fresh lime juice. Anytime you're using, if you need lime juice or lemon juice, it's my recommendation to always use fresh lime or lemon. There is a tremendous flavor difference between the bottled lemon or lime juice and the fresh lime juice. The sugar content and the acid content are much higher. The sugar content's much higher in the fresh, and it gives you a much more flavorful dish. Squeeze the juice of 2 limes, and this is about a pint of heavy cream. Our onions are just about to the point that they're translucent, so that's when we're going to stop.